So this is the 6th edition of the Cooler Corner.
Is indeed.
What's been happening?
We've been working on the show, and we also our show, and we also went to see a trio performance in a magic show.
We did. How was that?
It was good until they started pouring beer in my shoe. Nah, it was really good, really good.
It was the unseen door.
Unseen room.
Unseen room.
At the Fitzgerald,
which we had to do a recce of.
Yeah.
We had to sample some Jubel beer, which was lovely, by the way.
Yep.
Anyone's wondering, peach beer, really nice.
It was a very big glass.
Tankard.
It was like a mega pint. It's like a mega pint. It was like this big.
It's never going to stop that. You heard it once from Johnny Depp.
It was a mega pint. It was a mega pint.
It was a mega pint. But it was mega lovely as well.
I had to have 2 beers just to equal that 1 beer.
Yeah, and I had 2 of them. So what was the show like? I predicted that it was going to be sleight of hand, mentalism, blah, 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 but it wasn't. All 3 magicians, I can't remember their names, which we should have really just done 2 minutes of Googling. But it was really, really good. Really good. They had a nice mixture. No coin tricks. I said to you that.
Yeah, it was no coin tricks.
Was it a rope trick? There was no rope tricks. We were talking about rope tricks.
It was a string trick.
The gypsy thread.
Yeah.
We were talking about rope tricks in the last one.
We did.
And that we compared them to serial killers.
Yeah.
No offence.
And people who hide in bushes.
I don't remember that bit.
Well, I'm saying it now. I'm putting it out there.
But there was a guy at the end with the Rubik's Cubes. I think he said his name was Darren or Daniel.
I don't know. I got the name Nick in my head for one of them as well.
I think you got that wrong. I don't think one of them is called Nick. Simon is one.
That's
of them.
one, yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah, he was the first one. The other guy who was introducing the show.
Yeah.
When he said at the start we got a trio of performers.
And he was one of them.
I didn't think he was going to be one of them when he said trio of performers. I thought it was going to be 3 different people, and he was just the umpire.
He went on last, didn't he? So it makes sense in like doing the show.
Yeah.
He looked too happy to be there for me.
He was.
But tell you, the show probably already finished now, isn't it? But they was doing 3 days. We went to the first night in Manchester because spelled it wrong on the flyer, which is easily a mistake. But we went there. There's only 2 more dates after it, so it's possibly even finished now. But yeah, unseen room.
No, don't you have one next month?
Don't know.
Well, this month, sorry, because we went and seen it in May.
Depends when this goes out.
Yeah,
it probably goes out next year.
But no, when he came out and it's like into the audience, he was looking for a volunteer. I was like, not me.
I thought, because I was sat at the edge, I was like, I'm gonna get picked here because I'm like just chilling with my Rubel, with my tankard, holding it like that. And I was like, bet it's gonna thing. And then when he's like, you sir, and I was like, silently, I was like, oh, I wanted to pick a card.
Oh no, I was like, that's what I thought it was gonna be, a card trick, and I thought, like obviously, like it said mind reading on the advert as well that we were sent.
Yeah.
I was like, like if he does a mind reading trick to me, I know quite a lot of the principles, so I'm not gonna mess it up accidentally because I know what he wants me to think of. And I was like, oh, please don't.
You just play along then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have.
You wouldn't try and sabotage him.
No, I wouldn't have sabotaged him, but it was like, what if I sort of messed up on accident?
Accidentally on purpose.
And then when he asked for my shoe, I was like, whoa.
That's when I was like, oh, glad he didn't ask me. I was wearing like proper shoes, like I ain't unlacing them.
Oh, and then he took my shoe and I was like, oh, I've just come from work and they're going to stink.
Embarrassing.
It was. I was like really, really scared.
Yeah, and our friend who was with, he was just trying to critique everything.
Yeah.
Trying to work everything out. It's like, just turn your brain off. I want to be a spectator tonight. I'm not on duty.
On the first trick as well, though, he was like, yeah, this is that person's trick. This is that person's trick. Then he came back to me and was like, I was wrong. It's this person's trick. I was like, just shut up. Oh,
and God. I think he was wrong, wasn't
he? He was.
Yeah.
He was wrong.
Because whoever it said, I can't remember the first trick.
He said it was the one with the envelopes.
Oh yeah, John Archer's. He said it was John Archer, but he couldn't remember. He was thinking of Bank Night, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But it wasn't Bank Night. It was a version of it, but not his like something, nothing, big and small or whatever it is.
It was very good trick though.
It was. Yeah.
The Rubik's Cube one was my favourite, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you're getting partial to Rubik's Cube.
I can solve it. I probably wouldn't do the magic.
No. We'll see about that.
Unless it's where I can predict the outcome in a non-magical way.
But even if you predict it in a mentalism trick, there's still magical elements.
Well, no, because like I wouldn't include the full solve at the end.
Well, no, you probably wouldn't do a full solve, would you? It'd be the patterns would match.
Yeah.
But that's like what he did. He's gonna bite his style.
I don't bite no one's style. I'll do it myself.
So we thought it'd be cool, fun to do a podcast today because we've just had an absolute delicious curry. That was a plan B.
And that was the hottest karma I've ever had in my life.
His lips was burning from a karma. What did I have, James?
Madras.
A madras, which is, a step under Vindaloo.
Yeah, but I've got a delicate palate.
Nah, I don't believe that.
You ask my tongue.
I don't believe it.
No, there was something in, compared to where we normally go, there was definitely something in that rice.
Yeah, colour.
Well, I mean, no, there was something more like...
Nah, there was spice to the rice. I'll give you that.
Around.
I tried that. I thought this is going to rhyme. And so yeah, there's definitely spice to it. And look at us, we're turning into like man versus food.
I could go for another one now.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Your lips going to take it?
I think they can. It lasted about 15 minutes, but...
You had half of my pint to cool them down.
I was literally like spooning like korma sauce onto my tongue.
It's the coconut and cream.
I literally was like just rubbing it on. Oh no, but it was really, really nice.
It was really, really, really nice. And also we thought it'd be a cool idea to do another creative session. Just to kind of show, the... I don't know, the workings, or not the workings, but the progression on making our own tricks.
Yeah.
And we've been brainstorming since around 10 o'clock last night when we had the idea.
Yeah, about the stipulations.
So the stipulation is this time, rather than having 3 objects and we got to pick at least 2, we was thinking it'd be fun to either just stick to 2, but we'll give each other a theme as well. So, say for instance, you have a spoon, and you need to do a trick that's a pin code divination. That'd be pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
But same with you. You could say I've got to make an ACAAN, but I can't use a normal deck of cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. Which would be the easiest ACAAN with a stripper deck, with a Svengali deck. But yeah, what would you reckon? Because you said you got my stuff sorted, and I've technically got yours sorted now as well.
I want you to do an impossible card sandwich routine, but...
An impossible card sandwich routine?
Well, that was the name of one of the effects that you showed me.
That's Christian Grace.
Yeah, but I want you to do a type of routine like that, but you can't use any special cuts or a cull.
Define a special cut. Can I cut the deck?
Yeah, you can cut the deck, but you can't do like... See, this is why I need to learn more card magic.
Because if you wasn't going to cut the deck...
No, you can cut it. You can do a cut, but being like, you can't...
Can I do a Frank Thompson cut?
What the fuck's that?
This one, where you go like... Is that a fancy cut?
No, you can do that.
Well, what's...
I mean, like, you can't just like... I don't want to name things like the pass or stuff like that.
That's not a cut, that's a shift.
It's a cut.
It's a shift.
Do you take one packet off the top and put it on the bottom?
No, you shift the bottom packet to the top.
So as in a cut?
No, you shift it.
Yeah, so in a cut. Does the top pile go to the bottom?
You shift it, yeah.
Yes, it's a cut. Is this a cut?
To me, you just shifted the bottom card into the middle.
And that is a cut.
Yeah. I think we're both right, but you're just more wrong than I am.
So how's them stipulations?
So essentially, it's a sandwich trick without a cull, and a can cut.
You can cut the deck.
But what cuts can't I do?
So like a cut that positions the card.
I'm confused, man.
Right, we need to discuss this. So
We do. This is the right time. We're live
So say
on YouTube.
you had.
I don't know if the camera can see this, but never mind.
So say you placed a card on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these two were the cards you wanted to sandwich it between. You can't just put it on top and go.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you can't just do a cut that perfectly positions it. I want you to think outside of the box. I mean, I know you're going to come up with something.
Right, I'm going to have to really think of that. But yeah, I kind of understand the thing. It can't just be like
one cut,
like that.
boom, yeah.
When you just said you can't do fancy cuts or something, I was like, I don't do fancy cuts.
No, you do fancy
and
moves.
I can't use a cut.
Yeah, you can't use a cut. I know you love that. So that's the one. That's me the first one.
Not really. I'm no good at the cut.
That was the first one. I was like, yeah, I'm taking that away. You can't use
Okay,
it.
well, I'm going to slightly change yours then.
No, you can't do that.
No, that's fine. I feel like I went first last time, didn't I? I think I did. And you gave me like a magazine and a cup. And there was something else. An envelope.
Which you didn't use.
Excuse me. I used an envelope without a V.
You replaced the envelope with scissors to cut the paper. I wanted an actual real life envelope.
The essence of envelope was written out.
We'll beg to differ.
I think it's number 4. Go back and watch it. It was number 4 because I couldn't put it on SoundCloud. Speaking of which, we have just mentioned this.
Yeah.
There is only 5 episodes of this going out. The last one would be the last one on SoundCloud, just because of the amount of free time we've got on there. So everything else is going to be exclusive to YouTube, and it's just called the Cooler Corner.
Yeah. We're
going to drop the podcast element to it because
it's not really a podcast.
No, we was just going to put it on SoundCloud, and then just felt like, why don't we video it? And obviously doing these things, you can't really listen to people deal cards and make it interesting.
No, we tried that on the radio.
At least here we can fake an applause. Oh my God. So, impossible cat sandwich. No cut. No. We should say a repositional cut.
Yeah, repositional cut.
Shift. So for you, what's the theme as well? This is a new edition. Look at him just trying to make it up off his head. He's not even thought about it.
We'll go with a pirate theme.
I knew you was going to do that. I knew you was going to do that.
When we see the trick itself, it'll all make sense.
It will, because I'll have to shoehorn it in somewhere.
Back in the day of the pirates, this is how they used to win bets to decide who keeps the booty.
Yeah, Blackbeard cull. I'm gonna get cull in there somewhere.
No, you're not allowed.
No, not the move. I'm just gonna call it the cull.
No, you can't. There's no mention of it. It's banned from the effect.
Oh no.
As of now.
Right. So, your theme is wrestling.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's a stipulation then, isn't it? Right. Okay.
I mean, you can give items if you want.
Yeah, because I had 2 items, but you just give a stipulation. You basically give 2 stipulations with no items.
Yeah, so you just give me 2 items?
No.
And a stipulation?
No. Let me think now. I'm going to have to rethink now. Because you've not really... you boxed me into a corner on that one. No pun intended. We'll carry on, and I'll think about it. But it's wrestling anyway. That was your theme.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, that was it. A name divination in wrestling, but you can't use an anagram. And I might have to bleep that out because I meant to whisper that to you. Even though the mic had picked it up.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
I like that. My cogs are turning already.
Yeah. You could do it from like a certain time. I'm giving you an idea, is it? No, I'm not doing it. But yeah, wrestling, name divination, no.
I got an idea already.
Interesting.
And
So,
it includes something that I was trying to think of. What's it called? I was trying to think of a use for that I've had for a long time.
See, this is what's good. You could actually build that into something for the show. Speaking of the show, it's on the 19th next month. Not the 17th like you kept saying. And we are practically 90% there, aren't we?
Yeah, I just need a couple run-throughs.
I am. Yeah. Proper run through. Obviously, we'll have to run through a dress rehearsal as well. To, just so you know what you're wearing. Everything's accessible and whatever, and your pants aren't going to be tight and you can't get your billets or something.
I don't wear tight pants no more. These are work pants.
Well, you have been working out with those calves.
Ugh. These pants are getting rather tight nowadays.
They're even ripping out the knees. That's not fashion.
No, it's not. Been busy.
Anyway, other than that, so like I said, with the show, we're practically there. I reckon we still need to go down to Apron Apple and give him some sort of poster or something.
Yeah, we need to get them sorted.
Yeah, it's just all a bit tricky. I've like 2-man band, and we've never put anything like this on before, so we don't really know what we're doing. But it's going to be fun, and also this could be it now. This could be the end of the podcast. When we do the show, we've got to video it. Hopefully, it works, and we could put it on YouTube.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. I was against it first of all, but I reckon it'd be interesting because it's basically the whole idea of this one. We started at Apron Apple. Well, I think for 1.5 started here.
Yeah.
But the actual one, number one that no one will ever see, started at Apron Apple. And then we asked them on that day if they do the function rooms and stuff. So it's all kind of just like come across out of this gig. So I think it'd be cool to show the ending. Maybe edit it. Wouldn't have to show the whole set.
Just show highlights.
Yeah, keep some back for like marketing or whatever. But yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
I do like the idea of putting not like the best bits, but like
like one trick each. From
yeah.
You know what I mean? We could just do another podcast and like edit footage into it. Or we could review the show.
Which bits went good, which bits didn't go as good.
All my bits are going to go awesome. And now I've just given myself the kiss of death live on YouTube.
That's why I didn't say it.
Alright, and your bits are going to go awesome.
Yeah, but you said it, so it means nothing.
Either way, end of the day, it's just going to be fun, isn't it?
It is. It's an experience.
Yeah. Even if we get 5 people there, that's 5 more people than we didn't have.
Exactly.
Than we did have. Yeah. And I don't think there's going to be many people anyway, because I've asked as many people as I can. I'm not a pushy person, I'm not a sales guy.
You know, I've been shamelessly plugging it to whoever to speak to.
About the the amount of card magic that my mate makes.
Yeah, it's a selling point.
It is.
So yeah, you downplay what I do, upplay what you do.
But then I'd probably downplay what I do and upplay what you do. Like,
yeah,
man, it does magic, man.
But the thing is though, there's a very good saying. Set expectations low, so you got plenty of room to improve them.
Or when you mess up, cool.
Fuck that word.
That's what I say.
But no, it's like I said though, set the bar real low. It's easy to improve then, isn't it?
Yeah. Or as I heard, fail to try. Try to fail. Don't fail to try.
I think that's a very philosophical way of looking at it.
Yeah. Any other, little quote on Instagram that you already? I don't know. But that was from a dad. That fail. Try to fail. Because if you don't fail, you're going to succeed. And if you fail, you succeeded at failing. So it's like, all right, well, you failed, but you've tried.
Did you give it a go?
Yeah. I like that scene.
It's a very good saying.
Yeah. So we should do that. And I was thinking as well, I don't know if we'll actually be able to do this either before or after the gig, to do a podcast at Ape and Apple, like in that room. You know, we'll obviously have the camera and stuff, have the laptop there, and just set up, and we'll do like a post show. And then when we upload that is when we could probably put the footage in there, and that'd be like the last episode.
Or we could just do like a little vlog.
I like that idea, like of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to watch out though, because the space on the camera, it's gonna be 45 minutes each. It's gonna be big.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could we not just record some of that on the phone?
Yeah, but the quality's gonna be rubbish, isn't it? Because we'll have this one here, this awesome camera. That's gonna be like static camera.
No, I mean like if we was to vlog.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Obviously, we want all of the show on the top quality.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think definitely a vlog.
Yeah, we should both vlog it, and we can edit it together.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, YouTube.
James can. Paul can.
Just wake up in the morning like, day of the show.
Why do you wake up like that?
No, because I lie on my side and I'm just literally putting my phone and like, day of the show.
And all of a sudden you hear some trap music in the background. It's too loud.
No, because I sleep on my right hand side and I have my phone under my pillow and not on charger, so I'll pick it up and day of the show.
Do you know what would help? Do you know what will help with that? The cull.
No. No, Paul. No cull.
No cull. That yeet.
No cull.
I was about to say, yeet, no cull, no cull. I'm gonna just turn up with one letter, four, one word, 4 letters, cull.
I was watching a video of the wrestling the other day, right?
The wrestling.
Right, just wrestling.
Wrestling.
And it's when Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso are trying to get Jay back on side. Anyway, if you can speak to me like my cousin and not the tribal chief, then we have a deal. So what is it? Are we going ahead or not? And then Roman Reigns just turns around, gives him like a proper pervy little smile, and goes, "You." He's like the side of his lip is up here. I'm like, whoa, what's happened to his face?
Never seen that.
You never seen it?
No.
I'll show you later.
I'm sure you will.
But no, he actually sounds like a bit like a farmer as well when he says it.
Like how Lesnar come back.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a picture of him. He's actually got like long hair now, looking like Dolph Ziggler. He looks like Dolph Ziggler on steroids.
Not seen that ever.
But oh no, wrestling's pretty cool.
It is. You've got a theme for wrestling.
I've also got ideas. It's Money in the Bank tomorrow.
It is. Yeah. I did say she wanted to come around and watch it, but obviously you're unavailable.
I know Chris wanted to watch it. I was like, what time does it start? It was like 12 at night. I was like...
It's AAA at 12, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And then, is it at 12? It's only on for an hour, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
And I'll have to look. That's on YouTube though.
Is it?
Yeah, and then Money in the Bank's on Netflix.
Yeah, Chris was asking me to watch it. I was like, yeah, it's got to be on early morning. And he was like, yeah. I'll probably be up at like 6:30. So I've got 2 kids.
Yeah. Kind of deviated away from the magic on here. Tell me something that you don't like about magic.
The cull.
Straight into that then, didn't I? Or mentalism. What don't you like about mentalism?
The cull.
I need a new co-host.
I'm
trying to be serious.
What don't I like in mentalism?
Do you know what I don't like about mentalism? You don't have the call. Now, what I don't like about mentalism is you're quite locked in on a script.
Yeah.
Because, understandable, because you need to follow a linear path. And some of it can branch out, yada yada, and you have to do something like mental gymnastics. But 9 times out of 10, you are locked in on a script where you buy like a magic download and it's a card trick and great presentation, and they'll go, here's the method, but you make your own presentation. On mentalism, you're practically paying for them presentation, aren't you? And that you got to follow it.
I mean, I suppose you could sort of, like you said, deviate off the presentation. But then again, if you was to say, how can I explain it? So say you was to buy an effect from a performer who's out there, dead, he's not eccentric, but it's like a comedy performer. And you really like that method. If you dial it back to your sort of style, if you're more like reserved, would that not take away from the effect? Or
Not too sure. It may depend what kind of trick it is.
yeah, like a name guess, or say so like Darren Brown,
Yeah.
where he does the one where he's got his shoes in a box. So he's quite comedy based as well, isn't he? But he's in between.
He's got nice comedy time.
Yeah. So say if he was to do that, and a performer who's not really got that comedy value, would that not downplay the trick?
Interesting. I kind of get what you're on about.
I think it probably would, but then again, it depends on the audience as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. However, if you look at when we was round a couple of weeks ago with our mate, and I shown him minimalism, and the idea of that trick's obviously not mine. I feel like the core of the trick's there, and I've just changed the whole presentation. In my what do you call it? Opinion. Made it a lot better, because where you originally seen it, it was just got one card here, shuffle, 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 give you more, give you more, give you more. I've got one, you got all, and boom. It's like, it's a good little, the method's incredible, but then the presentation, it kind of justified why you're giving them more, you're giving them more, and then why I've got less, you know what I mean? So in that respect, I think adding on to the presentation, or at least re-changing the presentation, the method's totally the same, innit? But I think that heightens it. And as soon as I was giving our mate more cards, I think he was telegraphing what was coming. And then at the end, he was like, spread everything. He's like, no, and it's there. And he had no idea. I was like, don't know how, but it's there. Like, if I just went, yeah, I'm going to give you some more cards, I'm going to shuffle, I'm going to take some more cards. I've got one card left, and you've got all of that. I don't think it'd have hit.
No.
Not as hard, because it really knocked him out.
It was a really good trick.
Yeah, but again, like, that wasn't being locked in to something. That's knowing the method and just, I wouldn't say jazzing on the presentation, because it was written, it's a script, but it's using that in a different way.
One thing I don't like about mentalism, I just thought, even though I do effects that have this in it, is over needed mental gymnastics. Because I've obviously bought an effect recently, and it's explained in the book, like, you just do this, you just do that, and obviously
You got to do it in a split second. As
Yeah.
someone mentions it, it's like,
but there's a simpler method that obviously
that I worked out, thank you.
I worked out.
No, I worked out. And then you was like, hey, look at this. I was like, I told you about that.
No, you was on
I know
about
you
finding
didn't.
out the difference,
Yeah?
but I don't do the
This,
difference.
that, and the difference.
I don't do it
and
that
you
way.
take that from 30.
I don't do it that way. I just do the actual simple math of, say it's 12 take
But
5.
see, the simple maths,
12 take 5.
which is what?
12 take 5 is 7.
Well done. That was quick. It's getting better.
But no, it's like you have to count down from such and such a thing, and you miss the first number, you count back from that.
All right, here's a question for you. how many more ACAANs is too many?
You can never have too many ACAANs.
It's the same trick.
But in a different context and different performance.
It's not.
It is.
In a way, you can say how many pick a card tricks, because it's the same trick. You lose it, you find it, ta-da. But how many more methods to an ACAAN?
May I just say, right?
No, you can't. I'm going to talk over you now.
ACAAN, right? There's a lot of ACAANs.
You know a lot of ACAANs.
I do know a lot of ACAANs, but there's got to be at least 2 trillion pick a card routines in.
I think that's being, yeah.
That's being fair.
Yeah.
Every card trick is a pick a card, or you're finding some card.
But even in ACAAN, it's technically, they pick a card.
Yeah.
And you're finding it at that location.
But it's a lot less ACAANs than there is pick a card routines.
Well, knowing you, I don't think there is.
Like, even an ace cutting is finding a card.
He's finding an ace,
Yeah.
cutting an ace.
Yeah, so there's a lot more pick a card routines than there is ACAANs.
Yeah,
no, I do love an ACAAN.
Because you think ACAANs haven't been around from the start of Magic Conjuring.
So basically what you're trying to tell me is yours are fucking ancient, my tricks are young.
No. Mine are built upon awesome techniques such as the cull. And you just got the scraps that some guys went, tell you what, put the whole deck in a stack and then do these mental gymnastics and their card.
Not all ACAANs are in stacks though.
No, but tell you what would be really, really cool if you had the technique to name any card, any number, and you called it into position. Oh, wait a minute. I can do that. With a normal deck. I just remember.
I can.
Nearly.
I can.
Nearly.
You put card in there.
I can.
There you go. Nah, I mean...
Must admit that skipped rope magic from last
That was
time.
good. I didn't even mean it.
I know you didn't. That was what was meant about it.
But I think I'm actually done with ACAANs now, to be quite fair.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
I actually am.
The last thing you was going to buy was the Atomic deck, which was an ACAAN. And then
Yeah.
the next thing you bought was an ACAAN.
No, that's before that.
Until you can get an ACAAN on a Rubik's Cube.
No, I do have enough ACAANs now.
Any side on any cube. Any colour on any side.
Do you know what I was actually looking at? Is that Arcan by Kevin Booth.
Oh, is that an ACAAN as well?
Yeah, but it's actually a random card at a random number.
Random card at random number.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound too random if you...
And apparently it's not a stack.
Interesting. It's got to be a F word then.
Is an
I like it how you just swore on the thing and I've actually edited force to the F word. It's got to be an F word.
There's an app in there.
Oh, right. You'll have to bleep it out now.
It's on YouTube. It's actually on YouTube
Oh,
where
fair
it
enough.
explains there's an app in it.
That's easy enough. Less editing for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's what was it, Mum? About
But I suppose, like, yeah, if it's
came out Wednesday.
exposed it, you're gonna need that to do the trick anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's not like Craig Petty will do is sell you everything. It's like, yeah, you can do this. This is how it is, but you can't really do the trick now. You know it because you need the method. You need the gimmick or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but I probably won't buy any more ACAANs now. I've got enough. I know, especially after learning what I've just learned.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been getting my very first download together. One of my tricks.
Has it got back to you on that?
They've not. Let's not mention the names just in case they don't. But yeah, I submitted one of my tricks to, I nearly said it then, to a magic site, a well-known, reputable magic site. And we're in talks, maybe, to see if putting it on there.
I think they'll accept it.
So we've got the performance and we've got the, I shot the explanation not so long ago. All the points hit, boom, 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 nice and clean. And it's good. So hopefully I'll be alright.
Is it time for my favourite part of the show?
What?
The ACAAN.
Wait a minute. Let me, see the card here? See the 5 of spades?
Yeah.
If it was to show you like this, I messed that up. I'm going to colour all them cards for you. Right, I'm going to shuffle the deck actually. We're going to go... Should we do one each? I think we did one each last time. I think it's probably better, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going for the same number, just different cards.
And you just cut the deck just so you know it's fair. Right, for all fair, right? What are we going for?
We're going for the same number, different card.
No, go for different numbers because then we've got 2 chances.
I'm going for 23 and the 6 of clubs.
Ah, you always do that. Jack of hearts at 10. Right, I'm going to go a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jack of hearts. Oh, Jack of diamonds! Oh, man. Oh, no way.
Very close.
Can't believe it. Watch this be the 6 of spades.
As Homer says in The Simpsons, you tried your best, but failed miserably.
You sent me that meme the other day. 10. You said 23.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2.
Oh, Queen of Diamonds.
No. Was it the next one before it?
No.
No.
Where was it?
6 of clubs. No chance.
5th.
I know. Let's just deviate a little bit. I know why you say it's 6 of clubs at 23. Because you've seen Peter Turner mention something about, yeah, it's got more chance of being at 23 than anything else.
Yeah.
But by proxy, it's got more chance of being anywhere in the deck than anywhere else.
No, it's basically what he said was that's where it's occurred most for him.
But you're not Peter Turner.
Peter Turner-esque.
And it clearly doesn't work for you.
I think I've had it once in the whole time I tried it.
Yeah.
Once.
So you kind of messing up the podcast, just keep saying the same one though.
Yeah, but I didn't. I said, what did I say last time? 9 of spades, I think it was.
I don't know. It's been so long, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know.
But I only...
It was almost like it was last year.
No, it wasn't last year.
No, I'm just saying it's been that long, it feels like that.
All right. Yeah. Has it got anything else to catch up with, or...?
I think we've hit every point, really. What else?
Yeah, the show.
I've done a show.
Awesome Curry. You Can't Cull.
I can't go.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I Can Cull, that was it.
What else did we...
So hopefully the next one will either be the one before the show, or it could be like you say, a little vlog. We could actually vlog on the camera, back everything up before the show, whack the camera on charge, and clean the memory out of the camera.
That'd be cool.
Like a magician.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because we've got top quality. But we just have to be around all day like this with a selfie stick. Everyone going like, wow, this also joined at the hip.
We just have a tripod.
Or like walk around with a tripod.
Yeah. He's got an awesome carry handle, you said.
Yeah, as it's there. It's attached to it.
Yeah, so we can just hold that.
I think the idea is to hold it so it don't fall over. But yeah.
I'll just hold the...
Seeing as you just shuffled the deck, do you want to do one more?
Yeah. 6 of clubs.
I'll say the card, you say the number.
Yeah, go
on. The 8 of diamonds.
That's 16.
Go for it. If it doesn't, the camera's just going to cut off because I'm going to edit it that way. Dramatic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
8 of diamonds.
Oh, so close.
Not really, was it?
It was pretty close. 3 off. Ace of hearts. 3 of hearts.
I'm just going to keep going till you
Ace of
get
hearts.
it.
Do you know what? I was watching the first episode that they were doing a film for me.
Oh, yeah.
And when we got... Obviously, I did the ACAAN, didn't I? Then we ended up with like...
See, if we reshot that now, the quality would be well better.
It would. But we ended up with like...
Now the mics work as well.
After that fiasco. So we had like, I think you counted down to the card. I think it was a 3 of hearts. Then we turned the card before it and the card after it, and we had like the little happy accident of the ace 2-3.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was actually more fuming when I actually watched it back the other day with our Chris than I was on the day. Like, you see me go, and that was just a coincidence. But deep down inside, I'm like, fuck, I should have played up.
Happy accidents.
That could be the topic of the next podcast.
If it's not. Oh, we could walk around Manchester vlogging, talk about happy accidents.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I was joking, but okay. Happy accidents. And they're cool.
No. No, you.
Nah, at least you can cool with both hands. Oh, wait a minute.
I can't.
That's me. Sorry.
I can't cool with one hand, let alone both.
And on that bombshell, I think it's being on the left. I feel like I've got to say that.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about saying it a second ago until you mentioned Nicole.
I could just horizontal the image and it'll just look like I'm on that side.
So on that bombshell.
I'm going to swap it now, just so you can say that on that side.
But now you've said on that bombshell before I did. You now need to do this salute.
You do the salute?
Yeah, I always do it.
In the military?
So let's just end it here, yeah? Easily. So on that bombshell.
On that bombshell, we shall see you next time in number 7.
I always do it. It's got to be in there.